So you can now screen your data against the TPS directly in your Google Sheets. To get started, you need to add the TPS API add-on. Now the Google Sheets add-on bar is kind of hidden by default. It's down here in the bottom right hand corner. You need to click this little left arrow. As you can see, I already have the add-on installed, but you would click plus, search for TPS. As you can see, I have it installed, and then you would click the install button. Once it's installed, you'll have the icon. Now to get started, what you need to do is you need to put in your personal API key. So if I head on over to TPS API, I've already created an account here, but it takes a few seconds. If you've just created an account and don't have any credits, by all means pop on live chat and we'll give you some. But I'm just going to copy this token here, pop it in here. And we're now good to go. Okay, so first of all I'm going to show you how to screen some telephone numbers against the TPS. So I'm going to click on my settings here, and I'm actually going to colorize results because I think it looks better that way. I'm going to highlight my column of phone numbers, and I'm going to ignore my headers. Basically I'm just saying ignore the first row because it's column headings. It'll then tell me how many credits I need. I'll click proceed. And what it will do is it will insert a column to the right with the results in it. And in this instance, they're color coordinated because that's the option I selected. So if I do the same thing now, but this time I screen against both the TPS and the CTPS, what it will do is it will insert two separate columns, which is something that some people want. It's not my personal preference. So you can see here you've got two individual columns of results, individually color coded for green is okay to call and red is not. A quick mention about the item highlighted in dark red. That's because our system recognizes that the number you're trying to screen is not a valid UK number. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to put the results into a single column, which is what I prefer. So if I delete those columns there, screen it again, what will happen is it will give me my TPS and CTPS results combined into one column. There you go, so you can see which list it is or it isn't on. Again, the green ones I can call, the red ones I cannot. So another option here is if I just want to colorize the phone numbers only. So again, same thing, let's screen it. Now what it will do is it will colorize the phone numbers, but it won't give me any additional columns. So there you go. I can call these numbers, I cannot call these numbers. Another aspect just to help out is a timestamp. So if I highlight the columns here again, what this will do is this will insert an additional column telling me when I screened the data. That way I know when my 28 days is up. There you go. All that was screened on the 8th of July 2025. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the timestamp off for this. I'm just going to screen a few numbers. Now because I'm not including the header, I'm going to tick that off. What it will do is it will colorize my results, but just the ones I highlighted. So maybe I'll pick that one. There we go. And maybe I'll pick those two. It does work on a range, so it's a list of consecutive numbers. There you go. So finally do those two. top. There we go. So you can screen an entire column, or you can just screen a selected number of cells that you've done. The same thing works when you've got colorized results and put the results into a single column. So now it will insert a column, but it will just screen those two numbers. There we go. Now if I was to highlight, let's just say the top 3, but I am including the header, I'll just ignore that. So you can see there, it's only going to screen 2 numbers. And away we go. So I'll just screen these ones. And what you may have noticed there is I left the ignore header tick on, so it ignored the first row. So I'm just going to untick that and do that row. Now you can screen an entire column, you can screen part of a column, you can screen it with 2 columns of results, 1 column of results, or you can just colorize the numbers. There's a variety of options, whatever suits your need, and it really is as easy as that.